my goodness, you guys, I am so excited. I got a text from my builder this morning. He's back from his holiday and I'm heading out to his build site now to have a meeting about my design plans and the possibilities of what we're going to do. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. It's 5 days later, and I apologize for the red eyes. I'm being affected by the particles from the wildfires. There are fires in Washington just to the south of us, and there are fires, of course, in British Columbia here. And if anybody out there, anywhere in the world, terrible fires in France, and oh my goodness, my heart goes out to anyone who is experiencing any kind of hardship from that. I can't actually smell the smoke today, but it has been making me cough a lot over the last few days, might be affecting my voice, and it's definitely affecting my eyes. So I did meet with Nick the builder. I didn't do any filming out there because there wasn't anything new to see, and we basically spent an hour talking about in more detail about what it is that we are looking for as far as size of tiny house and finishing and plan layout. So the way we left it was that this week he was going to work on a new floor plan, because here's something that I should have thought about. I should have known this because I've watched hundreds of videos. What I should have known was that some of the things that I had put in the plans that I gave him didn't account for the wheel wells and whether furniture would fit against it, or a shower stall, or a stove, or... So he's going to rework the plans based on what it is that I'm looking for, and he's going to come up with a bit of, with a quote, and then when we get that, we will make our final decision. So what I did decide to do, I would head into Richmond and go to IKEA, just to start looking to get some ideas for what it is that I want, as far as perhaps how the kitchen cabinets and counters are going to look, lighting perhaps, that sort of thing. So I didn't have a lot of time, but I have some video coming up next, which is a little bit of a quick trip through IKEA to look at some options to give me some more ideas. I do have an inspiration board. We're going to go to IKEA. Well, I've already been, of course. I'll show you the clips of IKEA, and then I'm going to end the video with the lovely, lovely, peaceful respite of a garden area where I had dinner with my friends at their house in Westminster. So here we go. We are at IKEA just for a quick stop on my way to a friend's, but wanted to start looking at kitchens for the tiny house, just as an option. So let's go find the kitchen department. I did like the look of this first display, the beadboard paneling on the lower half of the wall and the wooden shelves. It had quite a cozy feeling. I liked the darker lower cabinets and the lighter upper ones, although that's not exactly the look. I want to add a lot of texture like wicker and rattan, other items, wood items that will warm the space up. probably be going for either a bronze or gold or copper taps and handles for cabinetry, but there wasn't anything here in particular that I liked. Also looking at the sinks, maybe a white porcelain one. This one wasn't quite deep enough though, because I won't have a dishwasher. I looked at the appliances, but they were all a little too contemporary. I'm probably going to try and go with something a little more retro. And then we got into the countertops, everything from laminate to, I think it was recycled glass. It'll be coming up in a minute, and wood, of course. I did quite like the look of a few of these different glass composite countertops. I'm not sure how well they stand up to stains and things like that. I would imagine pretty good, but I'm going to do some research on that. Some of you might remember that I put a walnut countertop from IKEA in the shuttle bus, and I did like this herringbone pattern, but I think it's a little bit darker than what I'm hoping for. When it comes to kitchen cabinets, I'm thinking about a soft sage green for the lower cabinets. Maybe not having any upper cabinets, just some wood shelving. But the color of that first one was a little too dark. Then I came across this one, and I liked the shape of the door front. It wasn't too plain, and the color was actually, looks a bit darker on camera than it did in real life. So that was quite a pretty option. And then, of course, classic handles like the library poles and probably in this sort of color metal. I do have one of these metal rails that I bought to put in the shuttle bus, and I never did install it. So I'm thinking about keeping it for the tiny house and maybe adding some accessories to it. This little bar cart was a little bit contemporary for the kind of look I'm going for, but it would virtually disappear in the space, so I'm thinking about it. Once again, these pieces are a little bit contemporary, but I really did like the texture of the rattan insets in the cabinet doors. I don't know, maybe something like that could go in the bathroom or in the loft area. I really did like the look of it. It came in black as well, and the rattan was stained darker, but I like the lightness of this one. I did think about buying myself a temporary fur baby, and I also found a perfect little bed for when I finally do have a new companion. It's always fun looking at the new bedding that they have in IKEA. Not the best quality, but the prices are always really good. And if I'm going to start having guests once I'm in my tiny house, I may need to pick something up. This set here was the one I had in my camper van, and I still love it. It's very William Morris looking. Of course, I have this one currently. I really like this vanity top, but the vanity itself would probably be too big for the space I'll have. I've always found there's a great variety of lamps and lampshades at IKEA, and their prices are usually really good too. So I definitely want to have a look at those. Again, I seem to be really drawn to the texture of any of the wicker or rattan lamps that they have. But I did see some nice enamel ones as well. And so I still don't know what I'm going to do. I have this runner in the camper van, Luna, that I had before I bought the shuttle bus. And the colors in it might go very well as a runner through the kitchen area. And of course I had to stop in the as-is department. Nothing much there that caught my eye this time though. Lingonberry sundae. I haven't had one of those before on frozen yogurt, but it's too crowded in the little cafeteria, so I'm going to eat this in the car. I had to stop along the way to my friend's home in New Westminster. This is the north arm of the Fraser River, and it is a very busy working river, and it was so pretty to drive along this area. I hadn't been that way for quite a while. There are so many beautiful old houses here. This was my friend's lovely back garden. The hanging baskets and flowers were amazing. There were hummingbirds everywhere. And my little favorites up there at the hummingbird feeder, the little black-capped chickadees. They're my absolute favorite. They always delight me. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, relaxing space. So lovely. And look at the size of the begonia, the red begonia. I think he's had that for 3 years. It's absolutely enormous. Love spending time there. We had a lovely dinner and a lot of laughs. It was a great day. So there you have it. Let me know what you think of the things that you saw at IKEA, any suggestions you might have. The one thing that we did decide on was that there's definitely going to be a ground floor bedroom. And there will be a loft space for, I'm not sure what yet, guests, TV room, crafting area, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's the video for today. And of course, here it comes, wherever you are in this fabulous world we live in. I hope you're not going through any terrible hardships right now. I really do. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you have a great week ahead. And I love you all so much. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.